This is Fred Beck from Fred Beck and I, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Strong, and joined today by Aaron Chalmers. Aaron, it's nice to see you, mate. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks, mate. I'm very well. I've just watched Harlem put on a masterclass there. Cracking knockout.
Do you expect that from Harlem?
Yes, you know it is. Yes, I do, because I watch him work in the gym, and he's a pure grafter, hard worker, and his skill level is unbelievable. And I've seen him throw a similar shot of that in one of his previous fights, and it just landed sweet as a nut.
Obviously, you see them train down in the gym. What's that like training down with there? Obviously, you've got Adam Booth, Harlem Eubank, the Conlon.
Do you know what it is? It's I'm very fortunate, to put it that way, because there's not many people can just walk into a gym like Adam's. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I was put onto Adam through Josh Kelly, who's a friend of mine, and then I got there, and I just stuck in. And obviously, Adam's been working on behind the scenes and trying to get us on certain shows, and it looks like we're going to be making my debut in the next month or two.
Talking about your debut, you obviously did that deal with Boxer. Why do you want to become a professional boxer? We'll start there.
Do you know what it is? I done the MMA. I started the MMA, and it was just meant to be a one-fight thing. I had the first fight, and I really enjoyed it, but I fell out of love with the sport, and I'm 35 this month, so I've got a couple of years to fulfil what I want to fulfil, and I've been given an opportunity, I'm going to take it with both hands.
Certainly. But why do you fall out in love with MMA, since there's so much to it, so many disciplines you have to learn and master?
Do you know what it is? Yes, basically, I didn't enjoy the ground game or the wrestling. It felt like a chore. Like going to them classes, it felt like I was going to work, and I hated it. And I always said, if something felt like it was becoming a chore, then it's not enjoyable, so I won't do it. And that's what it felt like. I lost the last fight, and I just fell out of love with it. And I thought, you know, rather than do something that I hate, I'm going to switch paths.
Yeah, certainly. It looks like you did very well as well on Sky Sports. How much does that mean to you, being able to box on Sky Sports on the biggest platforms in the world?
Do you know what it is? It's been a long 21 months I've been training down with Adam.
That long? I didn't realise.
21 months. I went down there in lockdown, so I've been working behind closed doors. Like, I haven't just come on the scene and done a few weeks and thought I can box. So it's been a long road, and yeah, I feel like come fight night, you'll be able to see that I've been putting the work in.
What's Adam like as a coach? Obviously, he's got a very good past, he's got a very good resume. What's that like to be coached by him, though? Because obviously, us outlookers, or guys looking in, we have no idea what he's really like close in person and in the gym.
I'll be honest, you see, when I first went there, obviously, I feel like Adam just got wind of the Geordie show, and like I think he just kind of seen a person that I wasn't. So obviously, when I got to know him, I get on really well with Adam, like really well, and I know like that he's got me back when it comes to the boxing. And I've said to him, I said, we've set a plan out. He said, what do you want to do? I've said this, and he said, right, well, let's work towards that. So I feel very grateful to have him managing us and to be able to be down his gym.
Was he a fan of you or the programme Geordie show beforehand?
He'd never seen it, which
I've never seen it either.
You know, I'm glad, because then he hasn't got seen it. He hasn't got a perspective of us. He hasn't got like a.
He hasn't got an idea of your head what you'd be like.
Yeah. So rather than see that and think I'm this person, he met us for face value, and then that's why we get on so well.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Why do you find that people might treat you differently or talk to you differently if they've seen the programme?
Do you know this? Because back then I was young, I was drinking all the time, I was partying, and that's the life I was living. But now I'm totally opposite. I'm a dad, I'm a family man. I don't drink, I don't go out, I don't party. All I care about is training and me kids and my family.
I'm sure Adam would love to hear that.
Do you know what it is? When I met Adam, right, one of the first things he said to us, he said, if you want to be in this gym, you have to live like an athlete. 3 weeks before that, I had given up alcohol, and ever since then I've been living like an athlete. Exactly what he told us to do. Everything he tells us to do, I follow it, because that's why he's so successful as a coach, and he's got so many good fighters around him.
Certainly. And just one last question on kind of boxing career. Will you be going in with boxers or kind of more celebrities? Who will you be going in there with?
No boxers. Obviously, there's some big names that I want to chase, but I'm not going to mention anything until I get a few fights in, because I don't want to start sounding like a big mouth when I haven't had one fight. So let us get a few fights, and then maybe I'll start calling some people out.
Sounds pretty good. I'm sure the other interviewers would love that. But Aaron, thanks so much for your time, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.